Yo, I lost my hair 3 days before the fight, bro. Like, if I hold on, I
I
can
want to
show you
call
my
cap
hair.
on that, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, I can show you. You know what I mean? Like, you see the new growth, in there already. You know what I mean? You zoom in on it. You know what I mean? But no, we did not get a chance to put it through any testing phase or the crash dummy phase. None of that. We just went in there, trying to. I would say raw dog in there, trying to figure it out.
We have a very special guest on the show with us today. He's a former heavyweight champion, recently taking down Kingsley Eba in a fight scene around the world. He's taking that viral moment to give back through his outreach with his Big Baby Cares Foundation. Please welcome Jarrell Miller to the Fumble. Thank you so much for coming on with us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man. Congratulations first and foremost on the win, right? Like you
Yeah,
want to get your win, and then
gotcha.
congratulations on having a moment that just kind of I feel like it's breathed life into you. Like your personality is so gregarious, right? Like
Yeah,
people are now really bought in and locked in with who you are, man. So
yeah.
congratulations on that front.
Thank
Now,
you.
my question for you though, out the gate, yo, you got a woman, right? I heard you shout out her hair company the other day.
Yeah.
When you came home with the hairpiece though, like what were her thoughts? She didn't speak up, like, babe, I don't know. Like
Nah, it's so funny
she was
because
just cool with it.
it's so funny because we all from New York, but we live in Florida now. So she's at the hotel where the the event is going on, like down in Buffalo Garden. So I said, "Yo, babe, come meet me somewhere." She's like, "For what?" Like, "Yo, pull up." She's like, "I bet." You know, once I say that, it's serious. So she jumped out the car and we're in the barber shop. My cousins are there, and she's like, "No, you're gonna do it?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'm about to do it." And she's like, "I think it's a bad idea, Jarrell." She's like, "Oh, but she know me. Well, we like, us men, we tough headed like that. I gotta learn it on my own. Like, I'm just gonna do it, right?" But when it got done, she looked at her lips like, "All right, you looking good. Like, you looking real good." So, the process was like, they looked great. But once it was done, she was like, "Oh, man." And she would have another baby right there and then, you know what I mean?
Yo, shout out to her, yo. She a real one. She a real
Yeah,
one.
she with it. She was with it. She was with it. At first, she wasn't, but when she seen the finished product, she was like, "All right." But we definitely was cracking jokes like, "If this thing fall off," I'm like, "That's not, I don't think it's gonna fall off." But if it do, cause we had a slight probability of it coming off, but the way how the barber sold us a dream, man, he was saying all kind of. We was like, we gonna run with it. You know what I mean? Double reinforcement, and he put the tape on. He measuring the tape, and he slapping the roller with the glue and all that. I was like, yo, we gonna be all right. We
Yeah,
gonna be all right.
but son, you've been in training camp preparing for this fight. You ain't put the unit through the training camp. You ain't spar. You ain't mixed it up at all with the
Bro,
joint on your
bro,
head. You just
bro, I can show
raw
you.
diggity.
I lost my hair 3 days before the fight, bro. Like, if I hold on, I
I
can
want to
show you
call
my
cap
hair.
on that, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, I can show you. You know what I mean? Like, you see the new growth, in there already. You know what I mean? You zoom in on it. You know what I mean? But it's like I have hair. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's just that the problem was I sprayed so much of the damn paint in the Beijing in there. You know what I'm trying to say? And the thing just broke off and looked horrible, bro. So I'm like, you know what? I ain't ready for it yet. So he had to shave my head in order to put the unit. So all the little pitchy patches were gone. So we just ran with it, man. We just ran with it. But no, we did not get a chance to put it through any testing phase or, the crash dummy phase. None of that. We just went in there, you know, trying to, I would say raw dog in there, trying to figure it out.
I think what I love about all of your interviews is how you're able to laugh at yourself, right? I feel like a lot of people are so serious and they probably would have just, not said anything. But the fact that this whole week you've been doing interviews, really laughing about it, where does that come from?
Man, just growing up rough. I grew up with like 17 siblings, I know y'all say brothers and sisters, but I have like cousins that I actually live with, like 17 cousins. We all call each other siblings. Like we grew up rough. So we all had each other, you know what I mean? So, but it's like, nobody can crack jokes on us except us. So when we in that circle, it's like every man for themselves. You know what I'm trying to say? Like older cousin picking on me, this cousin. So I always had tough skin, you know what I mean? And growing up in New York, it's like if you can't crack a joke and you're gonna be fighting all the time, you know what I'm trying to say? You can't if you soft, like people gonna beat you up because this is a joke. Like you can't, you know what I mean? So I've always been like that. And my mouth is very sharp. Like I'm quick on my feet. So for me, the snapping back and all that is embedded in me. So, and I've learned in boxing where too, like even the first part of my career, I'm known for being a bully. Like I just run up on guys and like I want to fight. Like that's how I was popular 6 years ago. I was known for being like one of the most avoided heavyweights in the division because I was such a bully. I run down on everybody. But now as I got a little older, I'm like, you know what? Comedy and being my other self of just being fun is just it's better. And it's more lighthearted. And I got kids now. So, I don't want my kids to feel like you got to be negative to get where you got to go, or be so. Oh, let's have a laugh, have fun. So just grew up that way, man. Cracking jokes and just being from the block. You just know you gotta have tough skin. So that's where we come from.
Yeah. What's the funniest comment you've seen so far, and were there any that you felt like even went too far?
I haven't seen no negativity really at all, man. Just people just like, yo, I'm going ball. Yo, thank you, man, for being, inspiration and like, yo, just love it and encouraging. Like guys are coming out like, like you got the women's movement. Like I'm the man movement right now. Like, yeah, man. Like ball man reunite. I'm like, let's get it. You know what I mean? So it's been fun, man. It's been fun.
You brought up bullying earlier, and I know that that's something that Big Baby Cares focuses around. Was that something that you went through growing up, and why did you want to focus like your outreach on that?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely had my bully moments growing up, but it got to a point where I fought back. And I'm not saying every kid needs to fight back, but at least stand up and have a voice, because every dude that ever tried to pick on me, I had to punch him in the face. You know what I'm trying to say? And that was the reason why I was always in fights growing up. I had tough skin, but it got to a point where my hands started doing the talking. So, but that actually got me into the gym more to help me build my self-confidence that I know I can protect myself. I was a lethal weapon with my hands at a young age that, okay, I brush things off now. People can talk smack. I'm like, whatever. Like, I know I can beat them up. So, but why prove it? So with martial arts in the background, it teaches me how to just kind of like, you know, be self-aware of my surroundings, as well as being emotionally equipped to handle problems. Or you know what? I understand the danger in this situation. It don't make any sense that I have to use brute force. Hey, you know what? I'm the punk here. Have a good day. So um, like I said, through my foundation, I wanted to help kids with, building self confidence, being aware of where they're at, as well as fighting child obesity because I was a big kid growing up as well too, and the whole bullying aspect, and that comes with training and building self confidence. So all those things align with each other. If you're a big kid, of course you might get picked on, and you have no self confidence. You know what I'm saying? So if you start working on the kids, um, obesity of him losing weight while teaching him how to fight, he's going to get confidence. And that will teach him awareness of a situation, how to mentally deal with certain aspects of life.
Got you. I feel bad pivoting in this way, but I ain't really, I got to do it. Yo, you an expert in the pill gas station game, and I ain't never played that sport. I ain't never played in that sport. Can you please rank your top 3 gas station pills for sexual performance?
What? How do you know that? Is this something that I should know?
He talked about it.
Oh, he talked about it. I'm like, why does Ryan know that?
So yeah, man, I lost a lot of money back in the day messing with them things, man. And from my experience right now, I mean, I think the best thing you can do is go with an off brand of like Viagra. I feel like if you want, if you go over, if you got some things coming up, you know what I mean, you going on a
Yeah.
man's trip or a passport bros movement, like let's go with the regular Viagra, you know what I mean, or the Cialis, because I'm saying right now that horny gold weed, the honey packs, what's the other one? The Rhino 1000, those are all giving you
I don't
headaches.
know.
You know what I mean? They're giving you
Okay.
headaches. You know what I mean? And black ants, stay away from that if you're getting drug tested because that's gonna mess you up. You know what I'm trying to say? So if I was you, just stick to the Viagra's and the Cialis. You know what I mean? Oh, and you got some, and if you're from the Caribbean, like I'm Jamaican and Haitian and Belizean. You know what I'm trying to say? We get the peanut punch. You know what I'm trying to say? We're gonna get the guineas. You know what I'm trying to say? We get
The
the
conch.
soursop.
They say
Yeah,
they
the
say
conch.
conch. They say the
Yeah.
conch get
Yeah, the conch is the fish. Yeah, the fish is good too, but
yeah,
I mean, you might not be able to get the
yeah.
conch right away. You get the peanut punch and the sea moss, and you put the guineas in it. You out the door. You know what I mean? So Yeah, man. The natural is always better to do. But if you got, if you got a marathon to run, I think the Viagra and the CI is gonna get it done.
I love that there's like this cultural melting pot, right? That you, like is your DNA. What was it like
Yeah.
growing up in your household?
Oh my goodness, hot mess. But it was a good hot mess. You know, what I'm saying it's weird because my biological father is Haitian Dominican, but I wasn't raised with him. I was raised with my mother, who's Belizean, and my stepfather, who's Jamaican, and my grandmother is half Jamaican, half Belizean. So in blood, I'm Belizean, Jamaican, Haitian, Dominican. You know what I'm saying? And my grandfather, my mother's father, is actually half Irish. Like he's a white guy. Yeah, yeah, he's half white. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm always this it's crazy, but always jokes. No matter where I go, it's always jokes. I think the most serious side of my family might be the Haitian side. Okay, they're strictly about the books, going to school. Like now you gotta do this, you gotta do that. But like my Jamaican side was like they just rough. Why? Like they always want to punk you. Like Jamaican, but my Belizean side is like my Belizean side is like they still want to punk you. I mean, I'm getting punked everywhere in my family. You know what I mean? Like, it was just weird, bro. But I love them because now I'm older and I was like, now I became a boxer, years ago. All my cousins like, yo, we not fighting you no more, because you going to kick her ass. We going to shoot you. You know what I mean? Like, we pulling guns out now. We ain't fighting. So that's the joke. I said, I can't win. I'm like, nah, bro, we know you can beat us up now. Like, we don't want no smoke. You know what I mean? So it's so funny with my cousins because it's nothing but love, though. Like, it's so funny because I started a group chat on Facebook probably like 6, 7 years ago with like 6, 7 of us. And like every cousin add another cousin. So it's like 40 of us in this group chat on Facebook. And it's like every day somebody, like we all talk, but I don't really pick up because I'm always in the move. But if I don't see somebody call in the chat, I feel some kind of way about it. But I know they're talking because I can see them in the chat on Facebook. I just don't never enter it because I'm like, they're gonna talk all day. So I'm like, they're good, they're talking. You know what I mean? So it's weird, bro. Like I can see them, I'm happy. But I don't want to be in the chat right now because they're gonna talk my ear off. You know what I mean? So
Okay, so what did the group chat say though
I haven't been on
about
it
the
since
hair?
I haven't been on it since the fight. Because I know I'm
That's
gonna get
smart.
roasted.
That's smart.
I know I'm
Yeah.
so once I do it, I'm gonna like put my other phone on record it because I had not done it yet. So I'm probably gonna put, hey guys, I'm gonna get on the chat tomorrow like around 1 o'clock. I want all you guys to be there. Da da da. I know they're all gonna jump on. It's probably gonna be like 50 screens of everybody talking hell. You know what I mean? So I haven't done it yet though. I'm not ready for the bashment yet. You know what I mean?
So I grew up in Irvington, New Jersey, right, which is like the unofficial hub for Haitians and Jamaicans and West Africans,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
I kind of got my perspective on this already, but because you have all of these things in your blood, who do you feel has the best cuisine in the Caribbean?
Ooh, best cuisine. Now it's hard, and I tell you the reason why it's hard
Yeah, that's
because
tough.
every country has certain things I like and I don't like, right? So Belize is not the most popular country, but it's big in tourism right now. So there's different levels of rice. Jamaicans like rice and peas, right? Where and Belize we like rice and beans. It's more on the Spanish side, right? So and then Haiti you got black rice, Dijon. So it's like depends on what kind of flavor or palette you mix in the dish with. I like all the rices. But if I had to eat a rice every day on the spot, it would be between the Belizean rice and red beans and the Dijon. But it all depends on the protein you pick because you can't eat curry with Dijon. It don't taste good. The palate is
Yeah, can't do
different.
that.
But you can eat curry with rice and red beans. You can eat stewed chicken with rice and red beans. You can eat fried turkey with rice and red beans. Like in Belize, the number one thing that go with rice and red beans is Belizean version of their stewed chicken. And it's crazy. You know what I'm trying to say? But with Dijon, you don't really want things with too much crazy gravy. You eat a fried turkey. I don't eat pork no more. You eat the griot. You know what I'm trying to say with the Dijon. So it all depends on what protein you pick with the rice. Now, when you talking about the rice and peas now with the Jamaican version now, the best thing to go with that for me is the oxtail, the rice and gravy with the steak. I mean, like each country
Got
has
you.
their dishes that fit with that palate. So I like all of them. You know what I'm trying to say? But there's certain things I like more than others. Like my Ackee saltfish, my fried dumpling for breakfast on my Jamaican side. I can eat that every day. And Belize, we got something called fried jack, happy cold cheese and Milo, and fried egg. Like it's like certain things just I got that, I love it. So I can't pick one. Like I done make. I'm not the greatest cook, but I can cook some stuff. I can eat cornmeal Jamaican porridge
Yo,
every day. I make it myself. You know what I mean? So it depends on what you want to see and what you want to eat. So I can never pick one because I can be Jamaican in the morning, and I'll be Belizean by lunch, and I'm Haitian by nighttime. You know what I'm trying to say? So
I think we
you know what I
figured
mean?
out your next passion, bro. Your next passion project. You gotta just travel to all these different countries and just eat food and make the world aware of Caribbean menus that are from places your family come from. So you hit up
Yeah,
Jamaica, you hit up Belize, hey IAT, you go to DR, you know what I'm saying? And you show everybody out there your passion for food because brother, that answer was so heavy and so calculated. It was very meticulous. And I just appreciate your passion for fine cuisine. You know what I'm saying? Like salute. One foodie to another. Well, before we get out of here, any like sponsorship opportunities coming about? Anybody hit your line to go take you to Turkey and get
yo,
that all expense paid trip to get the joint filled in?
yo, mad people from Turkey hit me up. Probably like 10 places already. We got weave companies hitting me up. We got the females hitting me up. Yo, I got the units for you. We got them joints for you. We got Bosley, the hair company. Manscaped. We just did a deal with Manscaped that's gonna come out in a few years. We did that in like 24 hours, so that was crazy. And what else? A couple other things we're working on right now, but right now I'm trying to build. Really, I just want to build my profile and work on the nonprofit stuff. I feel like because for me, like
Yeah.
God gave me opportunity. I'm like, all right, I want to do something positive first, and then the money gonna come in. You know what I mean? Because I'm a boxer already. I make money beating people. Excuse my language. You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm like, all that stuff is gonna trickle into one, but I really want to just focus something more positive. I want something positive to come out of it. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's where my heart is at, and that's what I've been working on. So all that stuff is gravy.
All right, man. Well, no better way to close out than that.
Yeah,
right
thank
there,
you so much for
man.
coming on with us. I
No
know
problem.
that you have a really busy schedule right now. Thank you for
Yeah.
taking a little bit of time out of your day to
Appreciate
make us
you, guys.
laugh. I thoroughly
Um,
enjoyed this interview.
I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys.